Rootstalk on WOVU 95.9 FM in Cleveland. I and I reaching out, helping to set the captive free. So, this show is geared towards changing people's lives and reality, providing information to I and I, means I and you, that can enhance solving problems within our community, giving voice to women and youths, and changing behavior through the groundation of culture and music. So welcome to Rootstalk. Yeah. Welcome to Rootstalk, everyone who is in the listening area. My name is Matunji, yours truly, and today we have a special guest for you. Her name is Donna, and she is actually the voice of Cleveland, I would say first, Greater Cleveland Urban League Festival Executive Director. I mean, that's quite a while. So we're gonna have her today once we get through introducing you to the program, and hopefully, so let's go. Respect.
Ross, Greater Cleveland.
You gotta have to give credence to the youths because it's our future, yeah? Yeah. And people without a knowledge of their past history, we don't know that. Origin, culture, is like a tree without root. So the man Marcus Garvey said. Yeah. So don't forget, August 17th, we'll be honoring his name. Right there in East Cleveland Public Library, we'll be performing, and we'll also be doing a forum on the great Marcus Garvey. Yeah. So he done told us, he's the man that tells us that the black skin is not a badge of shame, but a glorious symbol of national greatness. Yeah. He says to be ambitious is to be great in mind and soul. To want that which is worthwhile and strive for it. To go on without looking back, reaching to that which gives satisfaction. So welcome to Rootstalk. Yeah. Pleasure is mine. Hope for you too. Yeah. Glory. Ease off. Yeah, Rootstalk show. Welcome, all massive in Cleveland. How you feeling? Hope you're feeling okay. And right now we're going to make sure that you feel okay by presenting to you Sister Donna. How are you today, sis?
Good afternoon. I'm great. Much better after hearing that music introduction and those words of wisdom from Marcus Garvey. Yes. That's
beautiful. That's what we try to do, you know. Just like you trying to do, you're the voice of change. And so therefore, you know, you have dedicated your whole life to this, I hear. So, you know, this is an important thing. So tell me, you know, share our story. Share your story. Let us know why film or filming industry, what are they doing to bring our people into the stream of things?
Well, you know, there's a lot going on. You know, now we're in a period of change like we were talking about before. You know, things are moving around and, you know, selling, but my work has always been interested and connected to our black community.
Yeah.
And making sure, you know, we have the best and greatest information and knowledge that we can get.
Yeah.
So, that comes in a lot of different forms.
Mm-hmm.
So right now my work is as executive director with the Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival.
Film festival.
So
Okay.
an endeavor that I co-founded with my partner and our board chairman, Alton Tinker. So that was 10 years ago.
Okay.
So we're celebrating 10 years of bringing this event to Cleveland. So for me, it was important to continue our work and, spreading information to the community. And, we were doing quite a few things around town, networking things, bringing people together, making sure people were connected. And then looking for the next thing, and the next thing became the film festival, because it was another way to distribute information, wrapped around an opportunity for people to exhibit their talent. We have lots of talent here in Cleveland, so it became a good medium to continue to expand our work to connect the community. So around film, and I love everything that has anything to do with art.
Yeah. Well, you use certain words, and I like what you said. You say film inspires, film educate, and it motivates.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I like those three words because it's a whole lot is in that, those three words. But I know that also you'll be doing everything virtual right now, right? Because
last year we did all virtual. This year is going to be a combination of virtual and in person.
Okay,
Yes.
so you understand the new strain that's coming out. They're telling us that, hey, you're going to be shut down again.
Yeah, hopefully, people get a vaccine and we can avoid it. But if so, we have a backup plan.
Oh, yeah. We go virtual.
We'll be virtual anyway.
Yeah,
so, but
right.
we might
Both.
be, hopefully it won't come to that. But if so, we'll prepare. We have some outdoor activities at the drive-in. We have a fundraiser coming up that has some outdoor.
You got to give us a date, though. I would love to know.
Dates for the festival. Everything starts September 9th.
September 9th.
To the
okay.
17th. So just in a little over, is it like 8 weeks? I stopped
Yeah,
counting because my anxiety goes up as the
Where
day
is it
gets
gonna
closer.
be?
Shaker Square. So
Shaker Square.
in-person events. Opening night is at Brain Center, which is on the west side. And then we'll be 3 days on Shaker Square.
3 days?
3 days.
Wow.
So, and then after September 9th through the 12th are in person. And then the 13th through the 17th will be virtual with a closing night event in person too. So it's a combination of things. People really have to go to the website and follow us to kind of keep up.
And I'm
'cause
going
there's
to
a lot
ask
going
you,
on.
where's the website?
Website is gcuff.org, the initials of Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, gcuff.org.
Okay, one more time.
gcuff.org,
GC.
like in the
Okay,
name,
I know
Greater
about that.
Cleveland Urban Film
Mhm.
Festival. So if you type in Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, you'll find us.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, so you have it both sides. Okay, so how do you think we engage as black people? And I understand and I've seen so many different ways in which people have to walk through the back door to come here, and now that the race consciousness is really rising, how do you see us getting in there? Because it's going to take some money, I guess people, I don't know, but I do believe that, you have to have money or some prestige.
Yes.
Sometimes it's just based on, like how you can act. Maybe they don't even see that sometimes because of the color of your skin.
I think the spirit of things are changing. It's not going to change overnight.
Okay.
It's going to take a continual conscious effort of all of us contributing our voices to make sure, to speak out when there's not, proper equality or injustice, et cetera, et cetera. But this is a time that we need to raise our voices and collect and collaborate, find out where we can work together to make everybody, because we can all win, but part of our community is just knowing what's going on and who's doing what.
Right.
Because like you talk about resources, and when you don't have a lot of resources, it's not the easiest thing to get the word out. So this is grassroots,
Right.
which is really kind of how we grew as well. So I think this is just a time for us to come out and support one another. We have the benefit of technology and social media that helps us spread the word. So if each of us share our information or share what we're interested with other people, I think it just helps us all grow and benefit as well. So
That's really true.
I don't know how it's going to pan out, but my commitment is, to do what I can. And that's just all I ask anyone that works with us or collaborates. Just do all you can. And a lot of magic and good things come out of that. You know, when you repeated those words back to me, inspiration, and
Yes.
you know, I just thrive on
Yes,
being inspired and
right.
being engaged and
Educate.
and go where things kind of lead you to go. You know,
Yeah.
it's nice to have a plan, but you know, in life we know things don't always go as planned.
That's you.
So we got to go with whatever,
That's right,
however it's
sister.
going.
That's right. So, are you into the school? How does someone communicate with you or contact you? I know you have. We're gonna get your number, your contact number, and all that later. But what I'm saying, if I am going to, so if I'm a musician, you know, how do the film industry, or if I'm an actor from the school system, or how do you engage the school and other areas? Do you have support from the other films? You know,
Yeah, we have a lot of
organization?
support. A lot of it is, you know, people connecting to the film festival. Like I just say, for the first part, show up there because a lot happens here with networking. But we have the programs we have are the film festival, which is annually every year. There's an educational component and programs for students in middle school, high school, and in college. We affiliate with the Tri-C and Cleveland State. They have film programs. So every year we have a film symposium for college students. There's a G-Cuff links for our young people from 13 to 18. And then there's some programming for the younger kids, Hollywood kids.
Mhm.
So it all starts with showing up at the film festival and making a connection and seeing that's kind of the end result of things.
Right.
And you can network with people, you can network with filmmakers. I have people that hit me up on Instagram or Facebook because they're an actor, they have things going on, and I always encourage them to look at what we have going on in the film festival and come to some of those workshop programs because that's the best way to get connected. Like last year we had an actors competition.
Mhm.
So from time to time there's different things that depending on your talent that you can, you know, sign up for.
Right. And that's good. You know, so people you hear that, make sure the 9th to the 12th, you say?
The 9th through the 17th.
Oh, to the 17th.
The 9th through the September 9th through the
To September 17th.
And people can also, you know, on our website, they can sign up to volunteer. You know, we have lots of engagement opportunities. For
Yeah.
them.
Okay, well, we're going to hear about some more. Let us just take a small pause for the cause, and then we will hear some more from you, Donna. Thank you very much.
Calling all CMSD family. Here is a special announcement.
Yeah. Reggae music going to chart down Babylon. I'm going to set the wrong right here in this country because, you know, we're struggling for a very long time. Right now, we don't know also that Africa is on fire. The youths, them start to see change and start to feel change, and we should just support them in any way we can. We also have an organization I work for called ADI. It's the African Diaspora Development Institute, and they're doing great work to bring people who in diaspora back to the consciousness of Africa and African people. So the fight is on. You see what happening to Haiti. The fight is on. What is happening to Cuba is breaking away. And of course, most of these, what they call third world country, I just think that we can divide people into first, second, and third, and think that, you know, it's gonna be good for us. So we're gonna have all of these things. We see what's happening around the world. It's time for us to get our own. It's time for us to start to think African, start to think black, start to think and work out our situation that we have. While the time goes on, while COVID takes its role, we need to sit and start to organize and unite and help each other out. Okay, so what we're gonna do is bring back Sister Donna here. Of course, we're here with Donna Dabbs, and she's with Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. She's the executive director, and so she has a lot to tell us today. You know, she speak of the voice of change, and also that it is important that we share our story. And I just wanted to know, you know, some of the stories that you want to share are.
Well, one thing I was thinking as you talk about, you know, what's going on right now,
Yeah.
as we raise our consciousness
Yes.
about things, And for me, the film festival and displaying film and our stories is one of the best ways to raise people's consciousness without, because you're presenting stories and documentaries and history.
Yeah.
Experiences, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I like it because it's up to that story to reach people's consciousness and then let the change that they need to happen or we need to happen, the change in people is what happens first. Their consciousness is really what drives any work that they do or any action
Progress,
that they take,
change.
right?
Yeah, change.
So, that's really the gist of it for me is that, whether it's, and the nice thing about the festival, there's an array of stories, like our life is, and part of the reason for starting it is so that we would share a more diverse range of stories, not just slavery or not just,
What happened to us at the end.
Right. I mean, life is rich, full of love and joy.
Right.
And, there's two sides to every coin, story, everything. So the festival and presenting, films made from independent filmmakers, black filmmakers, it gives us an opportunity to explore a lot more concepts than just, one, right? Because we're real rich, diverse people.
Oh, man.
We believe in our own diversity.
Rich. We just not exposed it, But I know that, and I think I hear it over the news. I'm not very clear, but I know that they have millions of dollars that they get each city, like Cleveland. I don't know, they get millions of dollars. So what they're going to do it? How are they going to do it? They're going to start by supporting small, like children programs, or are they going to just stay up there on top and?
Well, it's always 80% goes here, 20% goes here, right? But when we talk about voices and, our need for change and how things, in the future, I think we just have to do what we need to do to still contribute. I mean, get a part of that. So, I see so much about there's so much money available for the arts and, people want to support, make sure they're supporting other diverse organizations. So I'm just making sure that, we have our ducks in a row. So we can apply, collaborate, connect, all of that. Right. Because we're a grassroots organization that started with basically the contributions of a few of our friends, and we've just continued to grow. We've built our infrastructure so that we can, participate in the majority of funding opportunities.
So is it for profit?
No, it's a nonprofit.
Oh, it's a nonprofit.
So we exist on generous donations, our ticket sales, as well as foundations and grant funding.
Okay, great. So we keep doing that. Now, filming, it's such a rare thing because it's kind of expensive to get into filming.
Yeah.
And I'm just searching. I don't know much about it. I'm depending on you to tell.
I'm not a filmmaker, but I think it's probably one of the most challenging jobs or hard jobs. I've been to a couple of workshops and classes. And I'm like, they got to do all that just to make a film. You got to raise money. You got all these technical aspects of the film, then you need talent, then you gotta shoot it, then you gotta edit it, now you gotta market it. So it's its own giant business in a small business framework.
It really costs a lot of money too.
Yes,
I mean, I
really
can see that, And I see a lot of people start with good ideas, but they have to stop.
Right.
No, I don't know. That's where I think that the money and the grants. Do they have grants from those money that the
They do. Like there are some funds that will provide dollars for making films, and typically, there's a lot of you have to do a lot of research. And like anything, grants take a bit of time, and then you have to do what they tell you they have to do. But the biggest thing that I've learned that has been helpful in the filmmaking community is when we provide educational forums and you connect new filmmakers with filmmakers that have done it, know it, and they can get you started in a good way. And some of it is know what you're going to do with that film. Before you make it, where you're going to sell it. Or who's going to buy it, right? Same thing like a business. Don't just make a film because you just for the love of making a film, but it has to go on and have a life and have a place and have a market and have people that want to watch it.
So we have done a number of the red carpet. Over the last couple of months, we actually were involved, engaged in some people who are other towns. Some come from Texas, and some come from New York, and we've been trying to do this, but they didn't leave us with much. Anyway, but you know, this is something that we really need to pursue, especially with the youths, man. I really think that we have, you know, just like the music, I mean, the youths now take over, they have different type of music now, and so we have to really put that into a certain way in which it can be, because a lot of them, you know,
Absolutely.
yeah, not only in music, but acting. And I'm saying, I want my little kid, what about, it is that place on 84th,
Karamu?
Karamu.
89th, yes.
89th, yes.
Yes.
So what are they really, are they working with you?
Oh, I was a former board member. I just
okay.
exited the board. I love Karamu. I love everything you're doing. I've always loved Karamu. You know, they've been through a transition, and now it's just blossoming and, you know, really becoming the gym that it's always been, or, you know, having more presence about it. But yeah, they have a lot of programs for young people, you know, and actor training, and, you know, it's definitely someplace that everybody needs to go to as well. So, you know, the other thing is that, you know, part of us staying relevant and staying significant as an organization is being able to have these programs where young people can come and learn. Because, you know, we have a built-in audience, and our audience is pretty much middle-aged and older to senior.
Right.
So as that audience ages, you still want a new incoming. So by exposing young people to acting and films at an early age, you know, then they'll become film festival goers.
And that's where I see the breakdown, because a lot of people that have different things in school, art, they're doing the drumming, and which is our new things to me. I mean, even though they still use them before, but you know, just this new approach. You know, how these youth, I don't see how these youths can move from where they are unless they maybe go to classes, as you say, and take different classes. No, do you provide any kind of class?
Yeah, we have actually an educational program they're called G Cufflinks, from 13 to 18. And that program has been going on for 5 years. It's run by filmmaker Connie Perrone.
Connie who?
Connie Perrone. And she actually is celebrating this year, working on a documentary, because quite a few of the young ladies that were in the program when it started are now on college. So she's going to show how this program has impacted, you know, because they're much better prepared for a career in filmmaking or journalism or writing, because they learn screenwriting and they learn how to shoot the film and they read the scripts. So they learn all the basics things, so they go in with a head start. And the reason she wanted to develop the program is because from her own experience as a filmmaker, you know, showing up in college and not knowing the terminology and not, you know, not really having, you're at a disadvantage because half of the people already know what, you know, you don't know. So yeah, that program's been going on 5 years. And there's always a celebration or an exhibit of their work during the film festival. I think this year it'll be on a Sunday afternoon, that people can come see what this program has done for these young women. So a few men, young people.
Well, listen, I really wanted to keep us informed on that, because I'm trying to see how we can continue this progress that will be made and not just fall on deaf ears, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to do this, and so you're going to tell me the last thing, and then you're going to go over where you're going to have your meeting and all that stuff. So hold tight. I'm me, man, Ras Matunji, who else could it be, second good in the neighborhood. I lead the most and brought the less from political powers. I'm going to dig you the best. This one, a Chronics.
The Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. I know you heard us on the radio. I know you seen this on the video. Yes, finally. Donna there, scattering now. Thank God. Rasta King.
Ease off. One things. One called chronics. Big and big.
See me waiting patiently. No matter what your hopes and dream, can't follow Caesar with the big wig machine. From four Peter, no food with people. Chiefy come from man, so they play black ball. Chosen are few, the many was called. Subhuman bandits, I do recall. Shouldn't trouble, no you draw bad card. Falsy and rumor divided we fall. Bump in the warmonger and two-face. Shake out the wickedness in I
Yeah.
It takes love to
Get love to take to Jalalay. Black people, you know how it go already. Yeah, we are in need. We need for freedom, justice, equality. Yeah. And until we get that, there'll be no peace.
Babylon new system in this way.
Tell me about it.
There will be no place. No water
Water gone and no word that shake.
cracking the wall when the king you forsake. I will never forget the crowning of His Majesty. Like before you as 1930, as a conquering lion, the world never cease. You hold the secret to the covenant seal. And who was worthy to open the sea? First know yourself before wisdom increase. The uncapped life, the cross is the symbol of death. So keep that the most life for I for blessed. All we need, all I need to live in peace and harmony. So for the war in controversy, there's a will to find your way to conquer. No come here to play, no come here to your mouth another man place. Cause what is the fullness, good thing don't forget. No one person to life, promote life as death. In due season, we'll get there. Oh yeah. So it takes time. You get to Jalal. It takes love. Oh. Patience and courage. When they all get merry and the children play, all backers make you get out of the way. Every lane never turn, just a narrow and straight. Think you wanna look in and no use of the bait. Now about to know that man make every day. Conversations of do for dead. All was as everyone peace can wait. And spread it all over the world. Oh yeah, this time. Takes love, patience and courage. It takes time. It takes love. It takes time. Oh now, it takes love.
Yeah. love. Oh yeah, it takes time to get to Jalali. This is Rootstalk Show. Yours truly, Ras Matunji. Coming to you live and direct, 95.9 FM in Cleveland. So we're going to get back to our guest again right here. Let me just take a pause for the cause, a small pause, and then we can come back with Sister Dabs.
WOVU 95.9
Empress
FM
Dabs.
salutes Ward 5 Councilwoman Phyllis Cleveland.
Queen
Celebrating
Dabs.
15 years of strong leadership and heartfelt service to the city of Cleveland. Although she has retired after a 15-year tenure as councilwoman, Phyllis Cleveland's
I thought they was
impact
talking about
on
you.
this
Like, wait,
city
hold on.
When you wave to your friends in Arbor Park Village, think Phyllis Cleveland. When you visit the Care Alliance Health Center, think Phyllis Cleveland. When you see the purple sky above the Green City Growers Greenhouse at
Oh, yeah?
Kinsman
We
and
got more
Grand
for you,
Avenue,
Queen.
think Phyllis
We
Cleveland.
got more for you.
When you attend concerts,
Then we got
and
this
support
photo shoot. We're gonna do this
businesses
photo
at
shoot real quick.
Think Phyllis Cleveland.
today.
To
No,
you,
no, just a real
Phyllis
quick one.
Cleveland, we give thanks. Thank you for standing up for
Just a
those
real
in
quick one,
crisis
just a couple
caused by
pics.
the pandemic.
Just a
Thank
couple,
you
not
for
a
standing up
full-fledged,
for our
you know.
health and
Exactly.
well-being.
I'm not
Thank
even-
Oh
you.
yeah, no. Just a couple, you
And
know.
greater access to career training. Thank you for standing up for safety and justice in our city. Thank you for supporting the mission of Burton Bell Car Development Incorporated. On behalf of WOVU 95.9 FM, Burton Bell Carr, our Executive Director Joy Johnson, our Board of Directors, our staff, our partners, and our friends, we salute you, Phyllis E. Cleveland, for your dedicated service to Ward 5 residents and the city of Cleveland. From our hearts to yours, we thank you.
Yeah. Give thanks and praise. Yeah, sure. Beautiful day. We have a beautiful guest here. Her name is Donna Dabs, and she is with the film industry here in Cleveland. And we were talking early this morning about being active in our role as elders to help the youths, that they can recognize the new inspiration that's going on out there in the film industry. Okay, so we're going to get back here, but I want to tell you about the Marcus Garvey function that is taking place in the East Cleveland Library. We're going to raise honor to his name because of what he did for us. His work was exemplified, and also his life. And one of the things he said, take advantage of every opportunity. Where there is none, make it for yourself. He was a charismatic black leader whose message of pride and dignity inspired many all over the world. Hail from Jamaica, I work on with his family actually in Jamaica in agriculture. And he was a charismatic black leader, as I said, and his organization is called UNIA, Universal Negro Improvement Association, and it's one of the largest mass movement in African American history. And this man was here from back in the 1914. They actually caught him by the law and actually put him out, arrested him first, put him in prison, and then they sent him out. He was born August 17th, 1887 in Jamaica. And that's one of the reasons why we come together in East Cleveland, and we are going to honor his name on the 17th of August, and we're going to have a forum where people can discuss different ideas and work on his ideas to see what we can come up with for ourselves. So don't forget, August the 17th we'll be at, we will have some reggae music there, we're going to be having food, and we're going to have a forum that we can answer people's question and any kind of inquiry that they need. Okay, so let's go back here. And sister, you're still around, right? Thank you so much for your patience. Okay. All right, so let's just move on to the last part. I know you have a lot to tell people, and I really don't, I don't know the film industry very much. I depend on you to tell the people and what they need to hear. But I'm interested in how the youths, and I say youth just because they're our future, you know, and how they are going to access all this opportunity that you might have. And as you said before, you know, you're dealing with inspiration. You're inspiring these youths to get together, to come with their stories, come with their act, and make sure that they come with some of your what are you doing? You're having they can come wherever you have in your occasions, your
Yes, I would encourage.
I'm sorry.
You know, it starts with the parents. You know, to making sure that the young people are aware that, you know, there's this film festival and there's a segment of events that's specifically for them. But you know, we need everybody to come out because, you know, some people have kids, some people's kids are adults or, you know, grown up. So, you know, each person can reach out to their community and find young people that they can connect. But, you know, first it starts with people knowing that this film festival exists,
Right.
that this opportunity exists because, you know, right now Cleveland is growing a film industry. It's relatively new. Ohio has a film tax credit, which is the thing that helps spur the industry and the activity in any particular state. So that Ohio has the tax credit that they're working on increasing to provide more opportunities. There are people that are starting to open studios for making films. You know, there's casting directors and local filmmakers here. We know quite a few that are making projects. So it's the perfect place to come and get connected for all of these things. So you can watch a movie, you can learn how to make a movie, you can meet a film director, you might be an actor or want to become an actor. So you can get connected to pretty much, there's a whole industry that needs support, economic support and business support. So it's more than just a film festival.
Right.
It's really connecting you to this big industry of opportunity. So.
Okay, and you say you're all of those events. That's why I was
Yes.
looking. I lost my notes here, but the events we think here in Shaker, you say?
Yeah, Shaker Square is where the in-person screenings and all the activities will be on that weekend.
Yeah.
So from the 9th through the 17th of September this year, there will be plenty of opportunities to attend something.
Okay. Okay, and then there was another date that you gave me to.
August 21st
Right.
is our fundraiser, and that's going to be at Edwards too. It's a Catfish Bourbon and Blues fundraiser, and there'll be a performance by Frank West, NBC's The Voice, and Emmy-winning songwriter, singer. So that we're looking forward to that because that's our opportunity to raise lots of money
raise
for this
some
thing.
So you're looking for any acts too? I mean, you know, we play some reggae.
No, you know, that's one of the things we've got to get our money up so we can expand our budget and include more, you know, entertainment in it. So.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it, and all you have to do is respond to the sister because her life is in it. It's she's the voice of Cleveland, and she's really wanting us to, you know, collaborate with her to get into this film industry that's been dominated by other people that you've been watching for years. So thank you very much again, Donna.
Thank you for having
sorry
me.
about the abruption. But we're gonna get past that. All right. So just hold vibes and. Let's sit another music here from the Earth Force crew.